What is the best part of every season of Fortnite? In this video, I'm going to look at each season and pick out one or two features that I think was the best part. Season 1 was the start of the game. I think that the best part was the game itself. Maybe it's a cop-out, but without this season, there would be no Fortnite. Season 2 was the first season to have a battle pass, which indirectly changed the way we buy items in games. It also introduced major POIs like Tilted Towers, which is the most popular POI in the game's history. Season 3 introduced Fortnite's storyline, which caused all the live events and many of the map changes later on. The meteor in the sky was the catalyst for the rest of the game's story. Oh, and it added back blings, which is cool, I guess. Season 4 had the first ever live event with the rocket launch. It changed what we thought a live game could do. I would argue it is one of the most important things to ever happen to Fortnite. This season also introduced Playground mode, allowing players to practice and improve. Season 5 started with the biggest map change we had seen up to that point, with the entire bottom right of the map becoming a desert. After this, each season has had crazy updates that change the map in a new way. It is also one of my favorite seasons, so maybe I'm biased, but I think it is one of the best seasons to date. Season 6 began the tradition of seasonal holiday events with Fortnite Mares 2018. Season 7 was one of the most influential seasons of all time, adding creative mode. This allowed for people to practice very easily, causing the skill gap to increase greatly, which began Fortnite's competitive scene. This season also had the first ever Winterfest for Christmas, beginning the tradition. Season 8 saw the introduction of Arena mode, which brought Siphon and the World Cup qualifiers. Competitive Fortnite really took off this season, bringing the game more attention. Season 9 had the World Cup, the biggest Fortnite event in history. It also had my favorite event, with the Monster vs Mech fight. While one of the most hated seasons, it still had some good. The first FNCS was held, and the end event was amazing. Chapter 2 Season 1 was the first time we got a new map, which made the game feel new again. Chapter 2 Season 2 is my all-time favorite season and introduced NPCs, vaults, mythics, and made the chapter to map 1000 times better. I could make a whole video about how good this season is. Comment if you want that, and while you're doing that, drop a like and subscribe. I thought the water was cool and a unique way of shaking up the game. And if you want to experience this season, all you need is an Apple laptop. Yes, it's still stuck in that season. Chapter 2 Season 4 had the greatest mid-season update of all time with Stark Industries. The Stark rifle was amazing, the mythics were fun, and it had my favorite LTM with Hero Knockout. Season 5 saw the introduction of exotics, which were a great addition. Gold was also added along with friendly NPCs. While Primal is probably the worst season of all time, crafting was a cool feature that worked well as a side grading mechanic. While I didn't love Season 7, the UFO minigame was fun, and the summer event was really cool. The live event this season was done really well, with a lot of build-up from creators. The Sideways was a cool story-driven idea that made the zombies less annoying and gave crafting another use. Chapter 3 Season 1 was an amazing season with the best mobility item ever. Sliding is a great feature that paved the way for the new movement in the following season. This season was one of the most important in recent history, with the introduction of the new movement and Zero Build. Zero Build brought back thousands of old players who had quit the game, and allowed new players a chance to compete with all the players who have been playing since Season 1. Season 3 wasn't the best, but had some cool features like the reality seeds. The chrome weapons were a cool idea. I think their ability to increase in rarity, you did more damage, is a great idea, and I want to see something like that again. Fracture still sucks. The Shockwave Hammer was an amazing addition to Chapter 4 Season 1, along with the Excalibur Rifle. The mid-season heisted event made this season so much fun, and I really enjoyed all the new exotics. Chapter 4 Season 2 had 3 of the best movement items of all time, with the Kinetic Blade, ODM gear, and Spider-Man gloves. On top of that, the May the 4th update was incredible and all the force powers were great. And if that wasn't enough, Loot Island, the Havoc shotgun, and Pulse rifle were all amazing additions to the game. But the best update of the season was UEFN, allowing creators to make their own games within Fortnite. Season 3 was really bad, but it did introduce pretty good weapons like the MK Alpha, Explosive Repeater Rifle, and Mammoth Pistol. In Season 4, vaults were reworked to fit the heisted theme, and I think bringing back old mythics was an amazing idea that made the season so much better. The Halloween event was also very good, and the Woodstake shotgun is a unique addition that fit the vampire theme. OG is the best season in recent years. The best feature has to be the OG map, but all the old items were great to play with again. Even though they were a bit too strong, the medallions were very cool, and a nice way to improve the boss and vault system. I also really enjoyed weapon mods. Season 2 reintroduced many old weapons, now usable with mods, which gave an OG feel with a twist. The Midas event was also a great reintroduction of the character and LTMs. Season 3 was a very controversial season, but I think the cars were a fun feature once they were nerfed a bit. In the current season, I love the new mythics, especially the jetpack. It's a bit early to judge, but I'm excited to see how the season goes. Let me know what your favorite feature is in the comments. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.